this is Kelly. I'm now ready to give you the most exciting GH news, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The moment Carly discovered Jocelyn's ring inside that castle, everything changed. I remember how my heart raced watching Laura Wright portray that mix of relief and terror on Carly's face. She has always been a fighter, especially when it comes to her children. This time, though, she cannot delay any longer. The evidence is right there in front of her, and as a mother myself, I completely understand why she wants to storm straight into Windermere. Standing by while your daughter's being held captive is simply not an option for a woman like Carly. It reminds me of the old days when she would go to any length to protect her family, only now the stakes feel even higher. Valentine has been trying to hold her back, urging caution at every turn. James Patrick Stewart plays him with such quiet intensity that you can feel the genuine concern behind his words. He knows the dangers lurking in that castle better than most. Yet Valentine is also preparing to make an enormous personal sacrifice. He has come to realize that Brennan was right all along. Reaching out to Z may be the only real path forward. I never thought I would see Valentine willingly walk back into Steinmauer prison, but here we are. Becoming Z again means returning to that cold cell, and he seems ready to do it for Carly. That kind of devotion moves me deeply. It shows a different side of Valentine, one that puts someone else's happiness above his own freedom. In my opinion, this is one of the most compelling character developments we've seen from him in years, quite different from the more calculating Valentine we knew in earlier storylines. Of course, Carly is not one to sit and wait for others to solve her problems. She seems determined to involve Sonny in her plans around the episode airing on June 15. I have always loved the complicated history between Carly and Sonny, and seeing them potentially work together again brings back so many memories of their powerful alliances and passionate conflicts. Still, Valentine wants to be the one by her side, which adds another fascinating layer of tension. Will these two men find a way to cooperate? Or will old rivalries flare up at the worst possible moment? I suspect the writers are setting up some heartfelt conversations that could change everything. Despite all this support, Carly faces serious risks, and the upcoming episodes make that crystal clear. After Ross Cullum receives critical information on June 16, Carly finds herself in real trouble by the 17th. I worry that her attempt to rescue Jocelyn could backfire spectacularly. What if Z betrays the trust placed in him by Valentine and Brennan? That kind of twist would be devastating, yet it feels entirely possible in the world of Port Charles. Imagine the shock if Z reports Carly's break-in, turning her bold rescue mission into a trap. Cullum's explosive actions lately have proven he is not someone to underestimate. His behavior suggests we are heading toward a major confrontation, one that could put Carly in immediate danger. I keep asking myself, will Carly be stopped just as she gets close to her daughter? The answer seems to be heading toward a heartbreaking yes. She could end up locked away with Jocelyn and Liesl Obrecht, creating an unexpected and intense situation for all three women. On one hand, this feels like a new disaster for Carly. Yet on the other, it offers a powerful opportunity for mother and daughter to reunite, even if the circumstances are far from ideal. I have always appreciated how General Hospital allows strong female characters to shine together in crisis. Carly, Jocelyn, and Liesl planning an escape as a team? That sounds like must-watch television to me. Their combined strength and different personalities could lead to some truly clever and emotional moments. What I find most interesting is how this storyline echoes past events while carving its own path. Remember when Carly has been locked up or faced impossible odds before? She always finds a way through, often surprising everyone around her. This time, the personal cost seems greater because it involves her daughter's safety directly. Valentine's willingness to return to prison highlights themes of redemption and love that the show handles so well. I believe his sacrifice will not be in vain, even if things get worse before they get better. It proves that real change and growth are possible for these characters we have followed for decades. As the week from June 15 to 19 comes to a close, Jack Brennan is set to receive some troubling news. I wonder if it connects directly to Carly's situation or points to an even larger threat. Either way, the tension is building beautifully. Will Carly and Jocelyn finally have their emotional reunion? How will Liesl fit into their escape plans? And can Valentine's risky move as Z actually help? Or will it complicate everything further? These questions keep me excited for what comes next, and I know many longtime viewers feel the same. In my view, the writers are doing an excellent job balancing high-stakes action with deep character exploration. Carly's determination shows her growth as a mother who has learned from past mistakes, even if she still charges ahead. Valentine's choices reveal a man capable of profound loyalty, quite different from the more self-serving figure he once was. Even Cullum's role adds fresh conflict that keeps the story unpredictable. I appreciate how the show respects its history while introducing new dangers that feel relevant to today's audience. This whole arc has me counting down the days until the next episodes. There's something deeply satisfying about watching characters we have loved for years face challenges that test their limits. Carly's journey to save Jocelyn, Valentine's sacrifice, and the looming threat of betrayal and capture all point to some unforgettable television ahead. I truly believe we are in for a powerful stretch of storytelling that will leave us talking about it for weeks. The heat is definitely on in Port Charles, and I cannot wait to see how these brave women fight their way through it together. Carly and Jocelyn will finally have their reunion, even if the circumstances are far from ideal. I find myself hoping Carly manages to join this small group of hostages. Imagine her arriving and immediately working alongside Jocelyn and Liesl to form an escape plan. The three women together could create some truly compelling television. Carly's fierce leadership, Jocelyn's resourcefulness, and Liesl's clever medical mind might combine into a formidable team. I have always enjoyed watching strong female characters collaborate in crisis, and this setup feels especially promising. Their planning sessions could be filled with both tension and touching mother-daughter moments that remind us why we fell in love with these characters decades ago. Of course, this development also opens the door to new disasters. The return of Jason could play a crucial role in resolving the complicated issues between Carly and Liesl. Jason has always been a steady presence in Carly's life, someone she can count on even in the darkest times. Bringing him back now feels like a natural way to add another layer of support and conflict. Similarly, Britt's potential return might help address the history and tensions between Carly and Liesl directly. I find this possibility exciting because it allows old relationships to evolve while introducing fresh dynamics. Yet it also proves that new shocks are coming. Carly's obsession with saving Jocelyn at all costs could lead her straight into greater danger, perhaps resulting in her being locked up alongside her daughter and Liesl. This situation represents a new kind of catastrophe for everyone involved, one that will test their limits and force difficult choices. I keep asking myself how these women will manage to stay strong while imprisoned together. Will their shared determination lead to a clever escape, or will external forces like Cullum's actions complicate everything further? The answers seem to point toward high-stakes drama that keeps building. Jack Brennan receiving troubling news as the week from June 15 to 19 ends only heightens the anticipation. Could that news be connected to Carly's capture, or something even larger involving Jason and Britt's returns? Either way, the heat is rising in Port Charles, and I believe we are in for some unforgettable episodes. What I appreciate most about this arc is how it balances action with deep character exploration. Carly's journey shows her growth as a mother who has learned from past mistakes but still refuses to back down. Valentine's sacrifice reveals a man capable of real loyalty, quite different from his earlier portrayals. The potential returns of Jason and Britt add comforting familiarity while promising new conflicts. Even the hostage situation with Liesl creates opportunities for emotional reunions and strategic teamwork that feel authentic to the show's spirit. In my opinion, the writers are doing an excellent job respecting the show's rich history while introducing modern dangers that keep the story unpredictable. This is why I have remained loyal to General Hospital all these years. The characters feel like old friends facing challenges that test everything they hold dear. Carly's obsession may be leading her into a new disaster, but it also sets the stage for powerful moments of reunion and resilience. I truly believe the upcoming episodes will deliver the kind of heartfelt and thrilling storytelling that longtime fans crave. As I watch these developments, I feel the same excitement I experienced during the show's golden eras. The possibility of Carly, Jocelyn, and Liesl planning their escape together, supported potentially by Jason and Britt's returns, creates a perfect storm of drama, emotion, and hope. There will surely be setbacks and shocking revelations along the way, but that is what makes General Hospital so special. It never shies away from putting beloved characters through the fire, yet it always leaves room for growth and brighter days ahead. Fellow fans, I encourage you to stay tuned because the current storyline is delivering everything we love about the show. The tension around Windermere, the sacrifices being made, and the promise of reunions and escapes have me counting down the days until the next episodes. This is classic General Hospital at its finest, updated for today while honoring everything that came before. I cannot wait to see how Carly's bold rescue mission ultimately resolves and what new surprises await us all in Port Charles. The story continues to prove why this soap opera remains a beloved part of so many lives after all these decades.